What is going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I just made YouTube history. Today is my 11th video in a day, which I never thought I'd get to, but there's so much news today that we've come to this point. And speaking of news, Wilmington, Delaware is where we're going right now. Shout out Wilmington. And this occurred at 1:30 this morning, this Tuesday morning, right? In which a man with warrants, a 33-year-old man, was pulled over on I-95 interstate, where he decided to take off with other people in the car. That included a 31-year-old woman, a 10-year-old little girl, and a 4-month-old baby boy. This guy ran from police, wound up getting off at an exit, getting out of control, taking a wrong turn, crashing through an apartment gate, and then into a tree head on. Everybody was hurt, but the 4-month-old little baby was thrown from the vehicle and killed. He was not in the car seat. Anytime you get behind the wheel, it's your responsibility to be responsible and make sure everybody is strapped in and safe going to and fro. Now, this guy had warrants. That's why his dumb ass ran. And I'm more than sure this woman knew he had warrants. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to start into that. Take a look at this story, man. I mean, I can't believe the selfishness and stupidity of some people out here in their quest to get away from law enforcement instead of taking care of matters that need to be taken care of. Look.
A 4-month-old baby is dead after a violent crash in Delaware. Authorities say it happened as the driver was fleeing a traffic stop. You can see the vehicle here in the surveillance video. That stop happened on I-95 in Wilmington just after 1 this morning. The driver then fled down the Marsh Road exit, where police say he crashed at Marsh Road and Edgemore Road. NBC 10 Delaware reporter Tim Furlong joins us live from Wilmington with the new details. Tim?
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that spot because that's exactly where I'm standing, where Edgemore Road and Marsh Road come together. It's a tricky little bend, and we don't know at this point why the driver of the car the baby was in was running from police. And some around here are now asking if the police did the right thing by chasing the car. Obviously, it ended in tragedy for the people in the car, but so many other things could have gone wrong, and others along the chase route could have been hurt too.
It was bad. It was bad.
John was working late at his garage when he heard what his surveillance system saw. The violent end of a police chase that ended in front of the Paladin Club apartments.
When it hit, I had the garage doors down. It hit so hard I didn't know if somebody had crashed out front, crashed over here on the side, on the corner, or what had happened.
Wilmington police say this began as a traffic stop on I-95 around 1:15 Tuesday morning. They say the driver was known to be wanted for several offenses, but they won't say what they were. Police pursued the vehicle off I-95 and then down about a 1.5 mile stretch of Marsh Road that you can see goes through some pretty tight residential stretches and crosses a couple intersections. They say the 33-year-old driver was seriously hurt in the crash and will be charged for various crimes. A woman in the car and a 10-year-old girl are in stable condition, but police say 4-month-old Maurice Brown Jr. was killed. The baby was not in a car seat and was thrown out during the crash.
And the thing that is sitting the worst with me is I watched them carry a car seat away, and you know the baby wasn't strapped in, and now you know that there was a car seat. You just don't know what they were thinking to not have that baby in the car seat if they had it.
Yeah, a lot of cleanup work here to be done at the Paladin Apartments. Wilmington police declined an interview request and wouldn't answer any of my follow-up questions about the chase, including whether the officers followed their own rules about chasing vehicles. State police tell me they weren't involved in this at all. And I have reached out to the Attorney General's office because they sort of control the whole state in Delaware. That's how it works. I've asked if they're going to have some sort of investigation as well. I have not heard back from them at this point, but we're going to stay on top of the story, have more for you in later newscasts this afternoon. We're live in Wilmington. Tim Furlong, NBC 10 News.
A 4-month-old boy was killed when this SUV crashed overnight in Wilmington, Delaware. Police say they pulled that vehicle over for a traffic stop on I-95, but the driver suddenly sped away, leading to this crash. Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson obtained surveillance video showing the crash. She's live right near that scene with the update. Becca.
Sarah, it's hard surveillance video to watch knowing that 4-month-old Maurice Brown Jr. was inside that car, not in a car seat. He was ejected and later died at the hospital. This all happened right behind me. You can see where the fence is missing. That's where the SUV plowed through the fence into the tree and where this deadly accident took place. Surveillance caught the deadly crash on camera. You hear the sirens in the background as the SUV comes speeding down Marsh Road and plows through a fence. Inside that car was a 4-month-old boy unrestrained. Police say the baby, Maurice Brown Jr., was ejected and died.
I'm a grandparent myself, so, I would never want to hear anything like that happening to a child.
John Townsend heard the entire incident before 1:30 a.m. from his shop across the street.
Just cleaning up around the shop, had watched the football games, just rounding up my day, and that's what happened.
Police aid started with the traffic stop on 95 at 1:16 this morning. Wilmington police pulled over the car and said the 33-year-old male driver was known to be wanted for various offenses. Police say a 32-year-old woman, 10-year-old girl, and the 4-month-old boy were also in the car. Investigators say the driver took off and police chased him down 95 to the Marsh Road exit. He crashed in front of this apartment complex on Edgemore.
It's sick. I don't know how somebody can drive like the other kids in the car.
Christian Hansen came outside when he heard the crash and saw the debris littered on the road. Police say the driver is in critical condition in the hospital. The woman and the 10-year-old girl were also rushed to the hospital but are in stable condition. The baby died at the hospital. As crews clean up from the crash, neighbors are asking why police chose to chase.
At a certain point, you have to determine, is a person more dangerous to the public or themselves?
If they're that reckless, it's nothing going to stop them, so you should have stopped yourself.
And police say that driver is going to be facing charges for multiple crimes, including the pursuit and the death of the 4-month-old boy. Live here in Wilmington, Becca Hendrickson, Channel 6 Action News. Brian?
Just horrific, Becca.
That's unacceptable. Now, ladies and gentlemen, usually I get mad and I go off and all this other stuff, but man, I'm tired today. And this right here, man, is like almost not surprising. Even though this is a sad story. 4-month-old baby boy didn't even make his first birthday or take his first steps. And he's dead because he got wrapped up, in somebody else's foolishness. And it ain't his dad. I don't know if that's his father or not. But even if it is, there's a kid in the car and there's a certain level of responsibility and protection a man should have with those around him and not wanting to get them involved in his mess, let alone a crime scene where somebody loses their life that didn't ask to be in the fucking car. This shit is crazy. What kind of man, knowing he got warrants and all this other type of stuff, is even going to have kids or anybody in the car with him? Then 1 something in the morning, police pull you over. It's only a matter of time. I done had parking warrants or court warrants where I've had them. If I was in the car, I'm making sure I'm in the car and I'm in my own car. Now, I don't know if that car was his or not, but I damn sure know if you got pulled over and you stopped, you should have stayed stopped because it's a little live in the back, little 10-year-old girl and a baby that, depending on you to get them home safely or wherever you was going. 1 o'clock in the morning, you out there with a 4-month-old baby with a chick. I don't know where they was coming from, but it don't even matter. But damn, bro, that was a decision you made. Then when you took off, all that driving out of control and all this crazy stuff, at any given time you could have stopped. Now, I'm going to point out something real quick. The baby wasn't in the car seat, right? For all we know, and just looking at it, it's stupid, but you can only imagine what was going on in the car. I'm more than sure they was telling him to stop. The little 10-year-old girl was scared. She's in the back seat with the baby. She can't control the baby. The car's moving all crazy. The baby's scared. The mother might have jumped up and grabbed the child. Hey, think of the baby. Hey, stop, please. I'm more than sure everybody was begging him to stop. But you know how it is. I ain't going back to jail, or I ain't going to jail, or it don't matter. You turn and crash and hit a tree, eject the baby out, and he's dead. Dead. All because you couldn't follow basic instructions of stopping or use common sense and say, hey, you know what? These people didn't ask for this. They got me. Let me get out the car. It'll be taken care of. I'm sorry. Didn't do that. Your freedom is more important than the lives of the people you had around you. If that was the case, you shouldn't have gotten in trouble in the first fucking place. Either way, a baby's dead. 10-year-old girl that should be in school hurt. Her mother hurt. You hurt. All because of an executive decision that you made where nobody else mattered except what you wanted and not getting caught. Shameful. I'd show him the flowers. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We can't pick our parents as children. But if you are considered a parent or somebody that has a child in your care, the least you can do is look out for it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.